This is Shantal and Boghosian,
and Ulises Guzman.
and we're here to share our weekly podcast with all of you. All right, this is recording number 2. We started recording our first podcast, but I forgot to hit on the microphone.
The struggle is real. Get some coffee, girl.
Luckily, it was only 2 minutes in. But anyway, this is Shantal Boghosian. I'm here with...
And this is Ulises Guzman, not to be confused to El Chapo Guzman. I'm the nice version.
So we are obviously a couple. For those of you who don't know us, we've been dating 2 years now. And we thought it would be a good idea to start a podcast because we have a lot of different discussions. We are a biracial couple. We did online dating. That's where we met. And we just feel like sharing our thoughts with all of you. So it'll be obviously a bit of trial and error with these podcasts until we figure out what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah, being in a relationship, I mean, it is, you're experimenting a bit. We both have similar personalities, but we're polar opposite in other things as well. Like, for example, I'll wake up early in the morning and she will just snooze in and I'll tell her, come on, let's go for a hike. Let's go for a run. I'm a very active person. And she has her days. She hibernates like a grizzly bear. So, things like that. But it's good to, we improvise and we make it work. I mean, and that's great.
I'm going to interrupt you because
how dare you?
The listeners don't know who we are. And I'm a very busy person. And so there's times where you just want to sleep in and you don't want to do anything because during the week you're just exhausted with your work obligations. And I have a lot of side hobbies that I do, and I have to maintain this relationship too. So that requires work too. But it is important to find a balance between morning and night person. I'm a night person. Ulysses likes to pass out at 8 p.m. if he has the opportunity to. So that struggle is real too.
Yeah, sometimes, on the weekend, guys, I know you've had this situation before that, there's nothing to do and you're trying to scramble to find something to do for you and your partner because you don't want to be labeled as a stagnant, boring person. So sometimes I do feel pressured to do something on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night. But, at the end of the day, you got to ask your partner, do you feel like doing something?
No, I don't.
And it's great. You guys we could be lazy together, and that's okay. Being relaxed and sharing each other's company. It's great. I think being distracted by too many things, trying to do something, going out at night all the time, it distracts you guys from actually having a good intimate moment with one another. So
you bring up a good point in relationships. It's important to find that balance of being able to spend time together in an activity or travel, since you and I love to travel together.
Yeah.
But it's just as important to know how to be together in silence when nothing is going on and you are just the two of you. You have to be together. And so knowing how to share that space is just as important as being active.
I think one of your friends was being an instigator. She was saying, you guys are awesome together traveling, but what if that stops?
That's true.
Like, is that going to stagnate the relationship and see each other's skeletons in the closet? I'm like, what? She's stirring things up.
Well, for those of you who don't know us, then you will get to know us via these podcasts. Ulysses and I are both avid travelers, and we've traveled independently before we met each other, and then we continue traveling, and we are huge adventurers. We go to Russia, we go to Southeast Asia, we want to go to Siberia, and so we're constantly traveling. I mean, we have 5 to 6 trips lined up this year in the United States alone, and so it was a valid question. The question was, do you think you'll get along if you don't travel together anymore? And, that is an important question. They weren't trying to stir shit up. It was a good point. Yeah. Can we be together when there's nothing going on? And I think that's a lot of couples don't know if they can, or if there's nothing going on. That's where the problems start.
I think in new relationships, they try to fill the void and, being distracted by traveling a lot, finding activities to be distracted from one another. And you're right. I think it's good to have a lazy day, have a calm day, share each other's presence, be silly together, be silent together. A lot of people get an anxiety that things are too quiet. It's becoming awkward. Not at all for us. Like, we know each other's presence, but at the same time, we also, respect
We
each
give
other's.
each other space.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we could be like a couple of inches from one another, and I'm not being smothered. She's not invading my personal space because I'm very comfortable with her. Comfort is key.
Yeah, we share a 1-bedroom apartment, and when we travel together, you're with each other 24/7. And so we are very respectful of giving each other silence while we are in the room. We are on social media, on our phones. We go into our little bubbles. We read, and we don't bother the other person, not on purpose. We just know that we want to give each other space. But it'll be funny because we'll be on our phones, and I'll see him post something on Instagram, and I was like, what? When did you see this? And so even though you spent all day with each other, there's always something new.
And guys, if you really need the privacy, just go to the restroom. That's all you gotta do.
Excuse me.
Like, hey, I gotta go pee, and then 30 minutes later you come out.
Oh, so the truth comes out.
Hey, women do it too,
No, we're more resourceful.
I think they do it at work. I think there was a study that says that employees will go to the restroom and take 15 minutes to 20 minutes because that's like their fortress of solitude.
I think moms do that too.
Yeah, it's a way to decompress. So guys, I mean, if you can't do it like me, just go to the restroom. So,
but don't take too long because women do pee and poop too. So we need the restroom.
Jeez, you do it like 10 times. Well,
TMI.
No, Chantal drinks a lot of water, so she goes to the restroom a lot. So it's good. I hardly drink water, which you're telling me to do more of because I get dehydrated pretty quick. So, but no, it's great. It's a great balance that we have, and you have to test the waters. It's there's a couple of things that she does get irked about, like, of course, leaving the toilet seat open. I think every guy does that.
Yeah.
And leaving the cabinet door open.
Oh, biggest pet peeve. Why? Why do people leave doors open? I'm talking about cabinet doors in your bathroom, in the kitchen. If you're opening up a door to take out a plate, why is it so hard to close it? Who wants to see all that crap?
But I'm not done yet, though. When I'm cooking, there is doors open, but I'm not finished.
But you're not thinking about the short people. Ulises is tall. He's 6 feet. I'm 5'4". So when you leave a cabinet open and I don't see it, I run into it. But that's not the point here. The point here is no one wants to see the mess behind the doors. Closet doors, cabinet doors. Any door, closet doors. Ugh. Close the door.
But at the end of the day, when I'm done cooking, then I start closing everything down.
That's not true.
Well, sometimes I forget, but it's not the end of the world.
And I'm a little passive aggressive. Sometimes I'll just slam the door closed and I'll be like, oh, you forgot to close it. Boom.
I'm thinking of the big picture here. Like, I'm focusing more on trying to create, a good dinner. Not worry about no darn doors. But, when I'm done with the kitchen, then I start, cleaning everything up. I wait till the very end.
Yeah.
You want it right away while I'm in the middle of cooking.
Balance, clean as you go. This is a great topic for our next podcast. And now that we're nearing the end of this one, we hope you enjoy our very first podcast. We're thinking of naming this the Shantal and Ulises Show. That's lame, we know, but we can't think of anything. So if you come up with any names, feel free to share them down in the comments below.
And guys, if your girl is trying to tell you to close those doors, resist. Fight the power.
What? That's a lie. That goes against everything Ulises does. He's a great partner and he actually complies. So don't listen to this BS lie.
Comply at your own time.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Find the happy medium.
Exactly.
All right. Until next time, this is Shantal.
Adios. And Ulises.
We'll get better at this. We promise.
Yeah.
See you.